The Lord be with you, and a warm welcome to you and greetings to you from the snug patio here. I've left the bench temporarily in this fine weather because we've invested in a little bit of furniture for the snug patio, and my biggest draw is that a couple of yards away from me is the hanger with all the bird containers, the bird food containers. So I am always blessed when I come down here by company, and it is my God spot at the moment. And I would say to any of you today, no matter where you live, if you can find a God spot out in nature, a place you love, a favourite tree, whatever, wherever you can find that you associate with you time with God, it's a wonderful thing to do. And I hope that many of you have just such a spot. Today, very briefly, we look at the question about how do we bless others, and I'd like to share a little piece of writing from Henri Nouwen, a wonderful theologian, with you today as hopefully some inspiration as to how we can take the light of Christ out from what we have received within ourselves and turn it out into the hearts or lives of other people. But first, and as always, we just pause for a moment in prayer. Just a simple thought for us today. What would happen if we were to get up one morning and deliberately decide to bless every single individual that we encountered in our day, whether we know them or not? The man at the petrol pump and the great pal across the table from us having coffee, whatever the circumstances might be. Now, I have to be careful to explain that what I mean by blessing others doesn't mean marching up and planting a cross on their forehead or performing any type of elaborate prayer. It means before we even step out of our bedroom in the first place, we take a look and reflect for a minute at what's happening inside ourselves. So we have a look in a positive way at the blessings that we have been given with gratitude. So we see that our cup has already been filled by God. And so if we operate from that place, then we can turn that light, I'm going to call it, that light of blessing and grace that's been given to us, we can turn that light around and shine it upon the faces and lives of those that we encounter on a daily basis. We operate, I think we'll all agree, within a world that is in desperate need for the positive light of God to be shone into it. And sometimes we followers of the Christ feel like we're in the minority, and it can encourage us to think that in our small corner we are, kind of helpless to do any good. But in actual fact, I firmly believe that the energy that you produce out into the universe by one small act of kindness or one kind thought, it even goes to our intentions. Jesus was all about intentions. One kind or careful intention about another person, one word of kindness for that other person, in a world that might be condemning them, these are all positive energies that we're sending out into the universe. And my goodness, the world needs those energies and that light today. One very personal home truth is that even though I have learned throughout my life how to present myself in what appears to be a very confident way, sometimes I am daunted by the thoughts of just showing up on somebody's doorstep as a representative of church. And this is ego as well, in the opposite way to the way we sometimes might see ego. It's not a proud or boastful ego thing. It is a sort of placing myself in the way when all God wants me to do is show up. And sometimes we have to trust that if we are willing to step out of that room in the morning to bring that light into the world, what goes with us is the grace of God. And what opens up before us are the opportunities for that grace to be found or to be felt by the other person. So it's not just our own egoic decision to go out and shed God's light. He is, take one step towards God, he comes running to meet you. He is more than keen to progress that energy out into the world, so that little by little by little by little the kingdom energy comes into this world, this way to live that we learned from the Christ, that goes against an awful lot of the ideals now that we can see apparent in this world today. Let me read this beautiful piece from Henri Nouwen for you today. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that it is a blessing to you as you are a blessing to other people in a multitude of different ways. The characteristic of the blessed ones is that wherever they go, they always speak words of blessing. It is remarkable how easy it is to bless others, to speak good things to them and about them, to call forth their beauty and truth, when you yourself are in touch with your own blessedness. The blessed one always blesses, and people want to be blessed. This is so apparent wherever you go. No one is brought to life through curses, gossip, accusations or blaming. There is so much of that taking place around us all the time, and it calls forth only darkness, destruction and death. As the blessed ones, we can walk through this world and offer blessings. It doesn't require much effort. It flows naturally from our hearts when we hear within ourselves a voice calling us by name and blessing us, then the darkness no longer distracts us. The voice that calls us the beloved will give us words to bless others and reveal to them that they are no less blessed than we. Wherever you live and what avenue you walk down, we can have no illusions about the darkness. The loneliness, the homelessness, and the addictedness of people are all too visible. Yet all of these people yearn for a blessing. That blessing can be given only by those who have heard it themselves. We are chosen and blessed. When we have truly owned this and said yes to it, then we can face our own and others' brokenness with open eyes.